Hello. This is Anime Say, and this is my review. I'm Luke Halliday. This is my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Episode 2. Oh my god. The pacing in this anime is really incredible. It's quite impressive that they can fit so much in, but still retain all the information. Now, the only one thing that was left out of this episode was the mini flashback of Dio Brando buying the poison from the Oriental man. Now, that wasn't that big a deal because they kind of flashed at it a little bit. But you know, it wasn't that big a deal. I didn't mind too much because we're going to see more of him later on anyways. And that flashback, ultimately, it was just pretty much Dio just going and buying it. So, whatever. Anyways, 5 chapters per episode. Now that is a feat in and of itself. And if they keep going at this pace, they would actually have finished the Phantom Blood arc by episode 13. Now, this makes me wonder, how far is this anime going to go? The opening theme song showed every single JoJo, every single one. That right there makes me have some hope that we'll see more than just Phantom Blood. Maybe we'll see Battle Tendency. Okay, here's the thing. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been locked in for 26 episodes. I'm going to get to my review in a second. I just need to say this. It's been locked in for 26 episodes. 26 episodes. Half of them will cover Phantom Blood. The other half will cover just underneath Battle Tendency. Okay, so those two arcs can be covered roughly in 26 episodes. Roughly. Now, this makes me wonder whether or not it will continue past 26 episodes. That is only the tentative number, what we've seen. Now, if we can go and see all of Phantom Blood, all of Battle Tendency, and please God, all of Stardust Crusaders, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect. If we could just get those free, I would be like thankful forever. But if we could get more, wow, if we could get Diamond Is Not Crash, all those other ones, that would be just, oh, mine would be blown. Anyways, let's talk about this episode. Now, this episode starts off with Dio, and he's pretty much, they're playing rugby. Playing rugby, and they seem all friendly to one another, and this is kind of confusing, so why are they friendly? Why are they friendly now? Well, pretty much, they have kind of, over the past 7 years, kind of made themselves be friends, in a way. Anyways, skip forward. Dio and JoJo pretty much get in a confrontation, because JoJo kind of gets whiff of Dio's plot by discovering a letter from Dario Brando. Dario Brando is Dio Brando's father. Now, Dario, in his final letter he ever wrote, was talking about his symptoms he had in his illness. And JoJo put two and two together and pretty much figures out Dio is poisoning our father. So pretty much JoJo goes off to London, goes to Ogre Street in order to try and find out where this poison has come from. This medicine, he knows it's poison. So he's going to Ogre Street and he's trying to find an Oriental, because he knows that Orientals, I guess, make poison of some kind. So anyways, he goes to Ogre Street, and when he's on Ogre Street, something crazy happens. He's suddenly attacked by a group of like thugs. Dio Brando back at home, he's all cushed up, and he's just like, JoJo will be torn to shreds in minutes, whatever. He knows Ogre Street, because Dio grew up in London, right, in the rough streets, whatever. Anyways, JoJo's there, and JoJo's fighting these guys, but they start wondering, why is JoJo not using his full strength on us? With his giant tree trunk legs, he could have easily smashed my head in. One of them, like Speedwagon, that's his name, Speedwagon. Now, if you've read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know who Speedwagon is. You know he's an important character. But let's just skip that for now. Anyways, Speedwagon's like, why is he not using his full strength? It's pretty much all these dudes are coming to like attack, and Speedwagon's like, anyone that attacks him, I'll never forgive. And all of them stop. And he asks JoJo, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you used your full strength on me? Why aren't you going all out? And this is why I love Jonathan Joestar. This is why I love most of the JoJo's, most of the similar sort of values. But Jonathan Joestar, he says, because I have a family that I'm trying to fight and protect. I want to protect my father. I want to save my father. And he's like, why would I want to hurt someone else's family? Why would I want to hurt someone when you have a father, you have a mother, you have a sister, you have a brother? Why would I want to hurt you when I know the pain of having your family hurt? So he doesn't want to hurt anyone, and that really, that's very respectful in my opinion, and he earns the respect of the folks, and Speedwagon in particular. Now, Dio, he's just assumed that JoJo's dead because JoJo hasn't appeared, so Dio, he wants to test out the mask because he's discovered some of JoJo's notes, because JoJo has become an archaeologist and he's studying the mask, the stone mask. Now the blood affects the mask, so the blood drops on the mask and claw things come out into your brain or whatever. So Dio goes and tests it out on these two dickheads in London, and one of them, he hits him with the mask and he's just like, oh, this is nothing but a torture device, it just kills the guy. And I can't believe Dio is just such a dick, and he just randomly kills these two guys. Fuck, Dio is just... he's Dio. Anyways, Dio kills these two guys, smashes the mask in one guy's face, the guy gets up, mask falls off. The guy's a vampire. A motherfucking vampire. And this is not your sparkle in the sunlight vampire from Twilight. This is your actual fucking buy you, fucking kill you monster vampire. Dio's fighting him, full slices through his arm right up there. Unfortunately my streamer was censored so I couldn't see it, but I wanted to see it gore. Sliced right through his arm. But the guy still keeps coming. Dio's like about to get killed. The guy sticks his hands into Dio's throat. His fingers right in. And sun rises. Dio's saved because the guy just dies in the sunlight. He's a vampire. So Dio barely survived that. Now, the most impressive part of this episode is really just the way it analyzes how Dio is different to JoJo, how they both think. Dio is a master manipulator. He's just a master manipulator. He's controlling everyone, he's manipulating everything perfectly. But JoJo, when he was younger, he was a naive, frustratingly naive kid. But he's learned his lesson. Dio has taught him that you can't trust everyone. You can't be so naive in the world. And you know, he's grown up to be quite a respectable man, quite a gentleman, you could say. And that's like one of the most, you know, biggest things about Jonathan Joestar. He's a gentleman. And anyways, they're both polar opposites. JoJo has become so much more intelligent since he's grown up. And you know, he's put two and two together, he figured everything out. And this is just brilliant, brilliant. They're both perfect conflicting sides, you know. They're both perfect rivals, you could say. Anyways, things are going to get so much more heated up from here. The episode ends with JoJo returning, confronting Dio, and he's like, Dio, I've got proof that you were trying to poison our father. Now, shit's just going to go fucking down. Watch the next episode. Shit is going to be crazy. I am signing out here. Luke Halliday on MSA. Hello and goodbye.